This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Bowl season rolls on with the Boca Raton Bowl. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Missouri's offense will get first crack at it today. Ahmad Hardy, and everything in this attack runs through him.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Lee. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jet.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Simmons. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw at Simmons. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Rushes on him, and they got him.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. This offense will now get its first chance with the football. We get a look at Shelton Sampson Jr. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. The give to the left side. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. On the ground with the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Johnson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Dropping back, it's Winfield. Plucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. And the Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
You have got to have pass rushing lean integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
He'll do it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all.
Touchdown, Cajuns! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires deep on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Catches it at the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Winfield. Flips it out in the flat. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Raging Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The short hands, it's Jensen. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Punt is in the air. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Winfield. Flips it out on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and... That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing Simmons. It's complete on the right side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Simmons to the air again. Here's a heat. Working that left side now. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Boca Bowl.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Winfield. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Johnson. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll go to the counter. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. Could be an alley. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
The run inside. It's Reagan. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jensen. Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They'll run it. It's Reagan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Howie Rowe will give us an update on his condition. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's Winfield. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Simmons. Working the middle, it's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. That's caught, it's Lee. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Here's a give to Hardy. Breaks the tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
Throws for the tight end. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Simmons to throw. Touchdown, Missouri! Fitted in the window for the score. The Tigers are back on top.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reagan. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Oh, they're after him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Gets away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. Throwing Simmons. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Finds a man on the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Fires on the move. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. They'll run it with Hardy. He will be stopped short of the goal line. The big gamble to take the lead with the 2-point conversion attempt does not pay off. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.